The scary part is NASA just discovered a very similar blue star. So Buddy, Mac, and Scott are headed to meet with an astronomer to find out exactly where the star is headed.
I think you're referring to HE 0437. It's an amazing object. Maybe 1 in a million, maybe 1 in a billion.
Why is it blue? Is it because of the speed?
It's blue not because of the speed, but just because it's a relatively young, massive star. So it burns hot. Hot objects look bluish. So that's not so unusual. What's unusual is that it should have died by now. It was thrown out of the Milky Way 100 million years ago, and those stars don't live that long. So how is it now, 60,000 light years out of the Milky Way, still alive?
This is an anomaly that you guys are scratching your heads over.
The best hypothesis is now, that's consistent with the data, is that a pair of stars had a close encounter with a giant black hole in the center of our Milky Way, which resulted in them being thrown out at a very high velocity. And it's been traveling out from the Milky Way for 100 million years, and in this process it looks like the two stars merged into one star. So it's living longer than it would normally.
So maybe these blue stars do exist. What makes me uncomfortable is when the science starts agreeing with these Hopi prophecies.
If you could see the people around me, jaws have collectively dropped at what you've just said. I mean, we appreciate your candour, however, it doesn't help the rest of us, does it, or the rest of the Eurozone?
Say this, listen. I would say this to everybody who's watching this. This economic crisis is like a cancer. If you just wait and wait thinking this is going to go away, just like a cancer, it's going to grow and it's going to be too late. What I would say to everybody is get prepared. This is not a time right now to wishful thinking the government is going to sort things out. The governments don't rule the world. Goldman Sachs rules the world. Goldman Sachs does not care about this rescue package, neither does the big funds. So actually, what I would actually tell people, I want to help people. People can make money from this. It isn't just traders. What they need to do is learn about how to make money from a downward market. The first thing people should do is protect their assets, protect what they have, because in less than 12 months, my prediction is the savings of millions of people is going to vanish, and this is just the beginning. So I would say be prepared and act now. The biggest risk people can take right now is not acting.
Alessia Rastanu, thank you very much for talking to us.
Do you dream about the economy at night?
I try not to.
Yeah.
Apparently what we're looking at here is the launch of the Chinese space station. There are several forms of this video out there on the net, and they all point to each other and give credit to each other, so I don't know where this initially came from. Obviously there's some Chinese, so it looks like one of the stages of the rockets coming off. More stages of the rocket coming off, I would imagine. A picture of the rocket firing, or rockets. So now we get to this view from outer space, and look at that. Blue Kachina. Is this another inconvenient planet type thing? We got YU-55 coming in here soon. Looks like some animated pics. More animated pics. Would seem to be something about telemetry. Something goes in front of the lens there. There's a star again. I might try, let me see if I can blow that up a little bit. Like I said, this video was put under several people's accounts, and I just made a widescreen version and got rid of that music. Very interesting. The lens flare you can see is towards the left. The thing on the blue would appear to be some sort of celestial object. Pictures of the Earth. Yes, there's pictures of the Earth swinging up again. Blue Kachina. Something. Blue Kachina. Is this Blue Kachina? Does that mean Red Kachina's next? Lots of interesting things in space with all the activity of Sun, YU-55, this drill, these dates. Not gloom and doom, just pointing out something I found. Very interesting, if you ask me.
You to vote on the news, and here's the winner. There's a huge, hidden, heavenly body right here in our solar system. Evidence is mounting that either a brown dwarf star or a gas giant planet is lurking at the outermost reaches of our solar system, far beyond the planet Pluto. According to the British newspaper The Independent, the object is 4 times the size of Jupiter. Experts say the presence of such a massive object could explain why a barrage of comets has been coming from that direction. Well,
November 9th, 2011, about 4:30, quarter to 5 in the afternoon. I'm in southwest Arizona, and this is day 2, filming this mysterious spot just below and to the right of the sun. I have no idea what that is. I never stake claim to what actually I think it is. I don't know what it is. However, on my video I put up yesterday, a lot of people have said that that's the Blue Kachina. Well, I did not know what a Blue Kachina was, so I Googled it, and sure enough, there are other people who are capturing similar pictures as this one and labeling it as the Blue Kachina. Other people have said it is a planet. That's very possible. However, I don't think the planet would be visible that big anyway. And some people have said that I faked the video by filming it through my car windshield. Well, let me point out the fact that there's my car. I'm not in the car. And let me do a little walk around here, so you'll be certain I am not inside of a car. And again, there's my car. So I have no idea what that is. It could be anything really. Let me show you what a lens flare is. See those little 2 dots I got circling the sun there? That is what I consider a lens flare. And the one that's underneath the sun there, it's pretty much stationary, so I don't know what it is. You guys tell me. That flare off to the left of the sun is pretty interesting as well, isn't it? Maybe that's the coronal mass ejection, I don't know. You guys are the experts. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.
So we want to thank Guy out of Florida, 8-inch telescope. And here's why you should buy. It's the best thing I've seen so far, and it's almost, basically it is the 9th now. So the idea that we'll have to see what we get tomorrow of anybody that gets anything that gets close to the moon. And as you can see, it's going in front of some of the stars in his shot of the telescope. It's an 8-inch telescope he said he's got. I don't think he said a name brand or anything like that. So I don't really need to point to it. I think you can see it, and he pointed to it a little bit. I think you'd rather off just see it going through the space there. I think you'll have a pointer going back to here in a minute. I'm not sure how long he followed it. There, he's got a pointer. You don't need to see me throwing my pointer around up there. So this is Beano Black, folks. You got some footage. It's kind of a croc that's slow. S-L-O-O, and then I don't know if it's got a W behind it or not, I can't remember, but the idea that we were sitting there watching that, like I had in an earlier video tonight, and the idea that if they were shooting from Tucson, they'll get it tonight sometime when it gets up by the moon, but them being able to shoot up there during the daytime hours, because it was daylight down there, I don't know what the hell they would have been seeing, because as you can see right now, the only way this guy's capturing it is it's dark. And he got lucky in Florida to be able to pick it up. So I suppose it's coming in from the east, southeast. I.e. Note that the idea that I'm going to go up here and point at something, but i.e. note the movement right here of something. He's following it down there, and you can't miss it. It's right in the middle of the screen down there. As he pointed, he had the pointer to that earlier, but it's kind of neat how some of the stuff pops in and out. So, have some fun. Get yourself an 8-inch telescope. I might get one at somewhere. Pawn shop, something like that. Used secondhand. Good shape, something like that, or eBay or something like that. So that's his website, and we thank him. So let's play it one more time real fast. He's the first one. We had a guy, there's another guy, as a matter of fact, I'll just throw it on this video since it looks like it only took 3 minutes, and we'll hit 6 minutes coming in, coming back around. So, so that's pretty much it. So, idea that I suppose if it was to hit the moon, it could do some damage, but otherwise it's just going to be pretty neat. You know, it's got some good size to it. It's going by some stars, so the idea that going by the moon is going to be noticeable. So it'd be interesting to see what we get. I'll hurry up and pop out of here. I'm going to go to Allguard. I'll go to the Fireball Network and see if we get anything there. But the idea that the Fireball didn't show anything after 12 UTC on the 8th, and that was way early. I mean, way late tonight, around 10 o'clock, 10 on Central Time. I was looking at that, so. So I'm even kind of guessing at the idea of the size of this thing. And if you can pick up something like that on an 8-inch telescope out there in space, that the idea that that's a size on this thing, if you rethink about it, is the idea that I don't go for the aircraft carrier size 400 meters. I go for the 4,000 meters that the one guy said it was. So, and this guy from Carolina, you'll see in a minute, I'm going to play his. He caught it 2 hours early at 4:45, and I think it probably some kind of a relative or something if he's actually got footage of what he got, because it would have been something that was way lower in our atmosphere and something that basically might have been an asteroid and hit the ground, because he got it from not looking through an 8-inch telescope like this guy got this. So it's going to be interesting here. I'll show you his, and I don't mean to debunk that guy if he hasn't got what he's got, but this looks pretty legit here. So, and the tail for a few seconds and minutes here, it's this live thing here. I think NASA's really been blowing our smoke up our every orifice here, because the idea that this sure the hell looks a lot bigger than a 400-meter object in space. Okay? So, let's check the guy out in Carolina's footage. Alright folks, we're going to move forward to basically, this is the still photo that he had. This is the footage that he's got. Back it up. There, this is where his footage starts. There's a still shot, and then he'll go to the video. Screw NASA. So, we'll end up finding out tomorrow. There'll be more people. So anyway, folks, it looks like he caught something. Either that or he's caught us in the milk like a fly. Because it looks real. So, but it's still kind of, I don't know. We'll end up finding out. He got this in Carolina. So. So that's the footage I've been able to get down tonight. That's been put up on YouTube. So here's Vino Black for my standard legal disclaimer for the whole video. So we'll see if I can add something onto the end.
November 8th, 2011.
This is our friend from Arizona Public, folks. He's on YouTube. Arizona Public. And he does a real good job, and he also gets the circular up here by the sun. We'll see what else I can get here that's glitching a little bit on the play. So folks, he has caught the baby planet. Okay. He's got the baby planet. He had a welder's mask in front of it. And I gotta pause our recording to make sure that he comes playing through, alright. Okay folks, so I'm really encouraging people to go out and record the sun as much as you can if you can get a hold of welding glass, because check what he is catching here. He is getting, there's a circular there, okay folks? He is getting what we've been looking for with the shade that he had at the sun down there. And he does have the baby planet here, folks. This is not superimposed anything, okay? He actually has caught what we've been seeing down at Nehemiah Station, okay? So you can check that there out. That is awesome there. And he gets other features through here too, like here, and there was also I keep on every once in a while I've caught the circular here, and I just don't got it coming right now. Let's hit play. No, he caught the baby planet, folks. And he's also, at the beginning of the video, he's got the baby sun up here. Okay? It's 4:35. Okay? See the baby planet? The baby sun. The China got. See? Yeah. See? That's lens flare. Not this, folks. Yep. That is not lens flare. And he had the baby sun here. This is 4:35. He said he recorded it. We know that from 1 UTC to 3 UTC, and then on to like 9:35 UTC, which is 6 hours ahead of East Coast, or actually 6 hours ahead of Central time. Okay, there's that baby sun over there. And now you're also going to notice that the sun is not totally perfectly round. So anyway, folks, our buddy at Arizona Public, and dude, I apologize for your emblem, because I can't, in order to get it to play good with Java, I can't show your whole emblem, dude. So Arizona Public, we all go out to you, dude. We love this footage. This is awesome. Okay, and then you can also see here, and I'm beginning to believe that this is the object that we've seen in that the baby sun on the NASA footage, because it sure looks like it's got fast rotators around it. Now there was a circular over here. I'm trying to lean back on my chair and see if I can see it, but there's some circulars over here, and he's also catching this up here. And I apologize, folks, but it's like somebody's screwing around with Java or something like that. It's if they know that screencast or some kind of feedback that they're getting, and then they can go ahead and screw around with it because it's screwing up the feed here on playing it. I've got it playing and it won't play right now. It's just locked up. Let me play with it some more. So here we go. It unlocked. So we really want to thank Arizona Public here. And as you can see, folks, either that there or they're chemtrailing. Okay? Because either they're chemtrailing here, that there, they're either chemtrailing, or the idea that that's part of the asteroid belt that we've seen up there by the sun. Okay? But we've always seen that up high, I thought, you know, but that could be part of what we've seen in some of the space footage that we had. This is Bino Black, and I'm sure I'm glad Arizona Public, and I'm going to get a hold of Arizona Public and thank him for the footage and show him that basically, I guess I'm subbing, I guess, or something like that, but standard YouTube license. So the idea that just when we want to get this out there, and you can see that he has got one of the suns, and like Alraf and the supergiant suns and everything like that back, because that is the baby planet, folks. That simple. I'm better off just to run the cursor here and go backwards through it, sitting at about 40 seconds left, and folks, he's got the baby planet. You can't superimpose in a video like that, moving along like that, and it's just straight out, it's there. It is the baby planet. He showed us the sun flare. He's definitely got some filming abilities, because he was able to show the word that's, you know, show flares, and that's not a flare, folks. That is the baby planet. Always watch into my videos, folks. Here it is. Bam, there it is. There's circular right here with the one in the center, folks, right here, and then in the center. So check that out.